Imagine standing at the pinnacle of power, endless freedom, unrivaled control, but at the same time surrounded by enemies, betrayal, illness, and the constant weight of responsibility. It sounds paradoxical, right? But this was the everyday reality of Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most powerful rulers. Despite holding the reins of an empire, he grappled with the same human struggles we all face. Yet, through Stoicism, he found an extraordinary solution to the chaos that could have easily overwhelmed him. A philosophy that not only transformed his reign, but also had a profound impact on my life, and it can change yours too. Before we dive into the wisdom of this timeless philosophy, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support. Every like, comment and share brings us closer together in our pursuit of the profound wisdom that can shape our lives for the better. Together, we'll uncover the hidden truths that can empower us, just as they did for one of history's greatest minds. Now, let's turn to an interesting concept: rejection. At first glance, it may seem like a setback, something to avoid at all costs. But what if I told you that rejection can be used as a powerful tool for success? By the end of this video, you'll not only learn how to navigate moments of indifference, but also harness the power of reverse psychology to turn rejection into an advantage. With these strategies, you'll find yourself stronger, more resilient, and capable of making others rethink their decisions. Before we continue, I'd be grateful if you could take a moment to like this video and activate the notification bell. Your support helps the YouTube algorithm understand what content resonates with you, allowing more people to join us on this incredible journey. I truly appreciate you being part of this community. Let's unlock the secrets to personal power together. First and foremost, it's crucial to stop giving attention to those who attempt to undervalue you. When faced with coldness or indifference, don't let it shake your confidence. Rise above it. Ignoring someone who rejects you is not a sign of weakness, but rather a bold display of your self-worth. Think about it. If someone dismisses your time or energy, you're not the one at a loss. By choosing to disengage, you're reinforcing your own value. It's like holding up a mirror to yourself, showing that their behavior simply doesn't have the power to affect you. So how do we do this without letting bitterness take root? The key is to shift your focus, center it on your life, your ambitions, and your happiness. Immerse yourself in activities that nourish your soul. Dive into a great book, pick up a sport, learn something new, or surround yourself with people who truly appreciate you. The goal isn't to seek revenge, but to pour your energy into what brings you fulfillment. Yes, there will be moments when you face rejection, but instead of letting it get under your skin, turn that energy into something that fuels your personal growth. Strengthen your self-worth, and soon the indifference of others will lose its power over you. In doing so, you aren't just surviving rejection, you're thriving beyond it. This pursuit of self-improvement reflects emotional maturity, showing the depth of your inner strength. Always remember, your value isn't defined by others' inability to see it. Stick to your path, and let your actions speak louder than their silence. Resist the urge for impulsive reactions, and instead, choose responses that align with your dignity. By keeping your composure, you demonstrate your resilience in the face of indifference, proof that you are unshaken no matter the challenge. Second key point: free your mind from the weight of rejection. Mastering the art of detachment is an essential tool for your personal growth. This doesn't mean ignoring the sting of rejection, but rather transforming it into something that propels you forward. Start by acknowledging the pain, feeling its impact, but then let go of its hold on you. Imagine yourself like a seasoned sailor navigating through a storm. Use the waves to propel your journey rather than letting them capsize your ship. To truly shift the power of rejection, you need to change your perspective on it. Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, start viewing it as a signpost, guiding you toward fresh opportunities and new directions. Immerse yourself in activities that elevate your spirit and expand your mind. Pick up a challenging book, take on a sport that pushes you beyond your limits, or get involved in community projects that offer fresh perspectives. These aren't just distractions, they are gateways to self-discovery and growth. Each new pursuit builds your resilience and ability to adapt. On top of that, surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you. Foster a circle of positive energy where everyone encourages each other's growth. Share your dreams and listen to the dreams of others in a space that promotes mutual development. Never forget that rejection does not diminish your value. It is, in fact, an invitation to evolve and reinvent yourself. Over time, you'll begin to see that what once felt like rejection was merely the universe redirecting you to a more fulfilling path, one that will ultimately bring you closer to your true purpose. Third essential point, resist the urge to react impulsively with emotion. When rejection hits, it's natural to feel a rush of emotions, frustration, sadness, or even anger. It's easy to want to lash out, to respond, or to let those feelings take over. But here's the power of a technique rooted in Stoic philosophy. Don't let your emotions dictate your actions. Rejection may sting, but how you handle it can define you. Instead of reacting in the heat of the moment, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, why does this hurt me so much? Often, the pain of rejection comes from our own insecurities, not the rejection itself. The key to overcoming this is practicality. If someone dismisses you, take a deep breath and remember, this moment doesn't define your worth. It's just a fleeting event. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and responses, not how others behave. So remain composed, polite, and kind, regardless of the indifference shown. If you must engage, do so with sincerity and no expectations. This isn't about seeking pity, but about maintaining emotional control. Your self-esteem should not be dependent on others' opinions. Your true strength lies in how you respond to situations, not how you're treated. Though this mindset might not come easily, it can be incredibly transformative. By staying calm and collected, you demonstrate that your peace isn't contingent on external validation. In essence, you're not just managing rejection, you're evolving. Each time you face rejection with grace, you grow in self-confidence, learning to rely on your inner worth rather than external approval. In adopting this Stoic approach, you radiate strength and resilience, qualities that others find magnetic. People are drawn to those who are steady and unshaken in the face of adversity. By choosing serenity over impulsive emotional reactions, you don't just handle rejection, you use it as a tool for growth. This is the path to emotional balance and personal development, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Fourth and fundamental aspect, show your true worth. This is where your resilience is truly tested. When rejection comes your way, whether it's being passed over in a meeting or missing out on a promotion, don't see it as a failure. Instead, recognize it as an opportunity to showcase your strength and capabilities. Take a deep breath, shake off the initial sting, and channel that energy into positive, productive actions. Tackle a new project that allows you to display your skills, or take the reins on a challenging task. Your value isn't defined by others' failure to recognize it. In fact, this is your moment to shine even brighter. When ignored or overlooked, remember the saying, when one door closes, another opens. This isn't just a comforting thought, it's your blueprint for action. Rejection doesn't diminish your worth. It often redirects you to where your talents are needed most. If you're passed over for a role, it may be a sign to pursue something more aligned with your passions and abilities. Use this moment to reassess your strengths, reevaluate your path, and find ways to maximize your potential. Forge your own success story, where each challenge becomes a stepping stone toward a triumphant comeback. Embrace disappointment not as a setback, but as a chance to grow, learn, and move forward with grace and purpose. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our reactions and actions. In moments of rejection, practice empathy, not only with others, but with yourself. The colleague who disregards you may be battling their own struggles. This understanding isn't a sign of weakness, but an indication of your inner strength. From each experience of rejection, affirm your value, reflect, and grow. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you become stronger and wiser after each trial. Rejection is never the end. It's a turning point, a moment that propels you toward becoming the most authentic and resilient version of yourself. Face it with the wisdom of the past and the energy of the present, and watch how it transforms into your greatest catalyst for personal growth and success. Fifth vital point: embrace distance. When faced with rejection or indifference, it's common to feel the urge to fix things, to reach out, to attempt a conversation, to bridge the gap created. But this is precisely the moment where you can shift the dynamics and choose silence. It's not about playing a game or trying to punish anyone. It's about reaffirming your independence and self-worth. By stepping back and reducing contact, you're not only giving the other person space, but you're also giving yourself the opportunity to reset. This break serves as a reminder that your value is not dependent on anyone else's attention or approval. Let's dive deeper into the power of this pause. Silence here is not a sign of weakness or avoidance. It's an active and intentional choice. It's your chance to reflect, grow, and refocus. It's a time to pour your energy into your personal goals, hobbies, and relationships that truly nourish your soul. Think of this as a strategic reset, a moment of clarity where you recalibrate and regain control over your emotional landscape. The silence you create isn't an expression of coldness, but a conscious boundary that promotes mental peace and emotional well-being. You're sending a message: I value myself too much to chase after or beg for attention. Adopting this approach is not just liberating, it's empowering. It speaks volumes about your self-respect and confidence. In a world that thrives on constant interaction, your silence stands out as a powerful statement. It shows that you're not easily shaken, that you have a life full of interests and passions beyond the rejection. It's not about making the other person regret their actions, but about demonstrating that you are firm, focused, and unshaken by external validation. This approach may not change the other person's behavior, but it will certainly transform yours. By reducing contact, you build resilience, reinforce your boundaries, and cultivate a deeper sense of self-assurance. It's a form of self-care and self-affirmation that empowers you to move forward with greater confidence and dignity, prepared to face the challenges ahead. Sixth fundamental point: showcase your true potential. The real power in using rejection isn't about trying to prove others wrong. It's about proving to yourself what you are truly capable of. When you hear a no, it's not the end. It's just the beginning of turning that rejection into fuel for your own personal growth and transformation. When someone questions your abilities, see it as an invitation to sharpen your skills, refine your craft, and push beyond what you once thought was possible. The key here isn't to seek validation from others, but to surpass your own expectations. Dive into learning, practice relentlessly, and develop a level of mastery that not only silences the doubters, but also surprises you. This journey isn't about making a show for the skeptics. It's about quietly building your competence and growing your self-belief. Your real power lies in the progress you make, not in seeking approval from the outside world. Think about the impact of your actions over your words. You don't need to announce every step of your journey or brag about your achievements. Let the results do the talking. With each accomplishment, you'll not only exceed others' expectations, but more importantly, surpass your own. You'll realize that true success isn't about impressing others. It's about impressing yourself. The heart of resilience lies here. It's not about winning external validation, but about earning your own self-approval. If someone doubts your creativity, take on a project that shows off your ingenuity. If they view you as evasive, let your consistent actions speak louder than words. This quiet revolution of self-improvement isn't a battle for others' approval, but a journey towards your personal excellence. As you transform the narrative others have about you, you also reshape your self-image. Your journey of growth won't just surprise others, it will redefine what they believe you're capable of. It's not about proving them wrong, it's about redefining what being right means for you. And along this path, the greatest achievement will be realizing that the only validation that truly matters is the one you give yourself. Seventh, crucial point, embrace exploration and fun life. Truly comes alive when we step outside of our comfort zones, and the pursuit of joy is more than just a way to pass the time. It's a strategic move to build resilience in the face of rejection. It's easy to fall into the trap of retreating, harboring bitterness, or letting disappointment take over. But I encourage you to take a bold, counterintuitive step. Embrace joy. It's not about ignoring your emotions, but about giving them a new context, one that empowers you to rise above rejection. Consider exploring a new hobby or rediscovering an old passion. These acts of exploration become powerful declarations of resistance against the heaviness of rejection. As humans, we thrive in connection, and there's strength in sharing experiences during tough times. Reach out to your community. Invite friends for a walk, join a group project, or simply savor a meal with loved ones. These moments of connection do more than lift your spirits. They reinforce your sense of belonging and remind you that rejection doesn't isolate you, but can spur you to deeper connections. Every shared laugh, every story exchanged, becomes a small but powerful reminder that you are not defined by setbacks. You are part of a vast, interconnected world where resilience and connection thrive. This is where the magic happens, in embracing the unknown. Rejection may feel like a closed door, but it's often a gateway to many new, exciting possibilities. Why not try something completely new? Taste a cuisine you've never tried, explore a neighborhood you've never visited, or sign up for a class on a subject you know nothing about. These experiences aren't just distractions, they are invitations to expand your horizons. Each new adventure adds depth and flexibility to your character, making you more adaptable and prepared for life's unexpected challenges. Remember, the goal isn't to erase rejection from your memory, it's to evolve from it. Every no becomes fuel for a more vibrant, enriching life, one where your growth, happiness, and resilience are the true measures of success. Eighth, essential point, elevate your social influence. Imagine yourself in a room, feeling ignored or almost invisible. At first glance, this may seem like a discouraging scenario, but here lies an unexpected opportunity for growth. Stoic philosophy teaches us to transform moments of rejection into powerful catalysts for personal development. Rather than seeking external approval or validation, shift your focus toward self-improvement and meaningful community engagement. This is not about climbing the social ladder to impress others. It's about ascending the ladder of your own personal evolution. Whether it's committing to regular exercise, exploring new hobbies, or advancing in your career, each activity is a stepping stone toward becoming a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Your journey isn't for recognition, but for the genuine connections it can cultivate along the way. When sharing your passions or accomplishments, use these moments to forge relationships with people who share your interests. This is not about gaining followers, but about seeking genuine, like-minded connections that enrich your life. Volunteer work or networking activities serve as more than just ways to enhance your resume. They offer a platform for building meaningful relationships and giving back to the community. This approach is deeply rooted in Stoicism, where the pursuit of personal growth and contributing to the collective good go hand in hand. When you work to elevate your social influence, your intention should be authentic. It's not about chasing popularity or external recognition, but about becoming a better version of yourself. Every action you take should aim at improving your own life and creating a positive impact on those around you. This shift in perspective is transformative. It's no longer about being noticed or admired, but about observing, evolving, and helping others do the same. By adopting this Stoic mindset, you can navigate rejection with grace, using it as fuel for a powerful and positive transformation. Embrace every opportunity to enhance your social standing in a way that aligns with your values, creating a lasting impact not only on yourself, but on the world around you. Ninth key point: embrace reciprocal indifference. When faced with rejection or indifference, one of the most powerful responses is simply to not react. This is not about being cold or hostile, but about preserving your inner peace and emotional autonomy. If someone chooses to ignore you, allow them that space. Instead of wasting your energy trying to gain their attention or force a conversation, redirect your focus to what truly matters in your life. In social settings like gatherings or parties, this could mean shifting your attention to people who appreciate and value your presence. It's a gentle but firm reminder that your worth is not tied to the attention or approval of any one person. Should you find yourself in a situation where interaction is necessary, keep it brief and professional. Keep the conversation focused on what's relevant and avoid engaging in deep personal exchanges. The goal is not to win over the person or to outshine them, but to maintain a poised and detached demeanor. By doing so, you eliminate the drama and send the message, "I am here for what truly matters, not for the distractions." This strategy helps keep you grounded, ensuring that you remain steady and focused in the face of indifference. If the disregard continues, recognize the power in withdrawing. This is not a sign of weakness or defeat. Rather, it is a strategic decision to conserve your energy. You're choosing to invest your time and emotional resources in environments, relationships, and activities that nourish your growth and happiness. By stepping away from an unequal interaction, you're not losing anything. In fact, you're moving toward better opportunities, healthier relationships, and a more peaceful mindset. Your ability to navigate indifference with grace and poise does not reflect failure, but rather your strength and respect for yourself. Silence and indifference can often be the most dignified responses, signaling that you value your peace and independence above all else. This stance communicates a deep self-confidence and an unwavering understanding of your own boundaries and priorities. Adopting this reciprocal indifference is not about isolating yourself, but rather about affirming your own worth and fostering an empowered, peaceful state of mind. You are not playing games. You are positioning yourself as someone who values their time, their energy, and their emotional well-being. Take charge of your life with the wisdom of history's greatest philosophers. Stoicism in the 21st century offers you a pathway to resilience, fulfillment, and success. Transform challenges into opportunities, stress into strength, and uncertainty into clarity. Click the link in the pinned comment and begin your Stoic journey today. Download your ebook now and start living a life of purpose and peace. 10th crucial point: practice deliberate silence. Choosing silence rather than reacting with bitterness or indifference is not about gaining an advantage. It's about preserving your dignity and emotional well-being. Silence, in this context, is a powerful tool for self-reflection and growth. Stoicism guides us to employ silence. In Stoic philosophy, silence is not a weapon for provocation, nor a tool for manipulation. It is a means of emotional control and self-reflection. In situations where words may be misinterpreted or escalate conflict, opting for silence allows you to maintain your integrity and composure. By refraining from reacting impulsively, you focus on your personal development rather than getting drawn into a cycle of negative emotions and reactions. When someone ignores or dismisses you and you respond with silence, this silence transforms into an opportunity for introspection. It's a moment to understand your feelings, examine your thoughts, and seek clarity. The goal is not to punish the other person, but to safeguard your peace of mind. This silence is a tool for personal growth. It's not about shutting the world out, but about opening up to your inner self and fostering self-knowledge. Reflection and growth. Through silence. Stoicism encourages us to use these moments of silence to reflect on our virtues, values, and the type of person we wish to become. When faced with rejection or indifference, ask yourself, why does this affect me? What can I learn from this experience? How can I evolve from this moment? This is constructive silence, an opportunity to build character and align your actions with your personal principles. It's a time to respond with wisdom rather than impulse, to transform challenging moments into steps on the path to self-mastery. If you choose silence, let it be a conscious decision grounded in self-care and wisdom. Silence should not be about punishing others, but about avoiding negative behaviors like manipulation, revenge, or malice. It's an embrace of the Stoic ideals of temperance and self-control. By choosing not to engage in harmful responses, you create the space for your true self to emerge, showing composure, emotional intelligence, and maturity. Silence as a self-affirming practice. In this way, silence becomes an act of self-affirmation. It demonstrates that your peace and self-respect are more important than the actions or words of others. It's a declaration that, even in the face of rejection or indifference, you choose to remain true to your principles and emotional well-being. This deliberate silence is not a passive retreat, but an active form of self-care. It allows you to regain your inner balance and stay focused on your personal journey. With each choice to remain silent, you demonstrate resilience, composure, and inner strength. The true power of this practice lies in the message it sends, not just to others, but to yourself. You are in control of your emotions, your responses, and your peace. This deliberate silence speaks louder than any words could. It's a reminder that, in every situation, you have the power to maintain your integrity, stay true to your values, and rise above the challenges that come your way. 11th point. Avoid begging for attention in the face of indifference. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to seek external recognition, but to focus on our internal value and independence. When faced with rejection or indifference, it is not an invitation to intensify efforts to grab attention or validation. On the contrary, it is the perfect moment for introspection and to reaffirm your self-worth, self-esteem, and independence from others' attention. Stoicism reminds us that our self-esteem should not fluctuate based on the attention, or lack thereof, that we receive from others. True self-respect comes from within, grounded in the understanding that your value is inherent, non-negotiable, and independent of external approval. Instead of trying to prove your worth to others, Stoic teachings urge us to stand firm in our own self-respect and to invest our energy into our passions, projects, and pursuits that bring us personal fulfillment. Cultivating self-sufficiency. This philosophy is about cultivating a life of self-sufficiency, where you are not constantly seeking to prove yourself to anyone. Your self-worth is not about impressing or showing off to make others realize what they are missing, but about recognizing and honoring the value of what you offer. Engage in activities that nourish your soul, strengthen your capabilities, and build your life on your own terms. This is not passivity. It is the active pursuit of a meaningful existence where external validation is secondary to your inner contentment and growth. By deeply investing in your own development, you naturally begin to care less about the attention, or lack of it, from others. Turning indifference into strength. Instead of chasing after fleeting recognition, focus on creating a life that satisfies you and reflects your true values. Let your self-confidence be guided by a belief in your worth, not by the need for attention or validation from others. When faced with indifference, view it not as a rejection, but as an opportunity to strengthen your resolve, reaffirm your independence, and deepen your understanding of your own worth. By adopting this mindset, you shift the focus from seeking approval to embodying authenticity and self-empowerment. Refusing to beg for attention is a declaration of your belief in yourself, and this act of self-respect is powerful. You are choosing to value yourself above all external recognition, which in turn transforms the way you see yourself and how others perceive you. The power of authenticity. The self-confidence and authenticity that arise from this approach create a magnetic presence. You no longer need to seek attention because your inner strength becomes the source of attraction. Your journey towards self-improvement and self-fulfillment speaks louder than any external recognition could. In this process, you are embodying the core principles of Stoicism, focusing on your inner strength and staying true to your values, regardless of external circumstances. When faced with indifference, you recognize that your reaction to it can be a powerful affirmation of your worth and autonomy. By not begging for attention, you make the ultimate statement. Your worth is intrinsic, and you stand confidently in your self-assurance. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, a reminder that true power lies in knowing and valuing oneself, regardless of what others may or may not see. 12th point, kindness with emotional distance. When faced with indifference or rejection, the most balanced and wise response is to offer kindness, but coupled with emotional distance. This approach doesn't call for coldness or detachment, but rather a protective barrier around your inner serenity. It is entirely natural to feel hurt or frustrated when you are ignored, but Stoicism urges us to handle such moments with calmness and tranquility in our hearts, rather than allowing ourselves to spiral into emotional turmoil. Offering kindness without expectation. You can offer a smile, a polite greeting, or even a simple good day to those who may be indifferent to you, but the key is not to expect anything in return. Your kindness should be genuine, coming from a place of personal integrity and goodwill, not as a means to elicit a response. This approach allows you to maintain your grace and dignity regardless of others' reactions. The practice of emotional distance is about setting boundaries, recognizing that while you have control over your actions, you cannot control the behavior of others. By practicing this, you show that you value your own emotional health more than the need for external validation or reciprocation. Strength through emotional detachment. This emotional distance is not weakness. It is a form of strength and self-respect. It is a conscious choice to remain unaffected by others' indifference, allowing you to maintain your peace of mind. Being friendly and polite without getting entangled emotionally in someone else's behavior shows that you will not let their actions disturb your inner calm. By adopting this mindset, you protect yourself emotionally while still offering respect and kindness to others. It's a powerful expression of Stoic wisdom, acting with grace and civility, yet firmly anchored in your own sense of self. Maintaining inner peace amidst rejection. When faced with rejection or indifference, you don't have to respond with bitterness, frustration, or sadness. Instead, you can maintain your serenity and dignity. By cultivating kindness with emotional detachment, you develop a profound ability to remain composed, regardless of how others behave. This balance creates a sense of emotional integrity, where your mood and sense of self-worth are not determined by others' actions or attitudes. It is a powerful affirmation of Stoic strength, remaining true to your own values, offering kindness, and protecting your emotional space from the unpredictability of others. The benefits of kindness with emotional distance. This practice helps to foster a deeper sense of emotional resilience. Life becomes more fulfilling as you learn to deal with rejection and indifference from a place of inner peace, not dependence on how others treat you. It creates a space for personal growth, allowing you to cultivate a strong sense of self-respect and emotional stability, regardless of external circumstances. In adopting this approach, you'll find that not only does your emotional well-being improve, but your interactions with others become richer and more respectful. You remain steady in your personal journey, showing others that while you are kind and compassionate, you also prioritize your inner peace and dignity. 13th point, keep your struggles private. In the face of indifference or rejection, it can be tempting to openly express your struggles, hoping for sympathy or validation. However, Stoicism teaches us the value of composure and emotional restraint. This doesn't imply pretending that everything is perfect, but instead, it encourages developing internal resilience that allows you to navigate challenges without seeking external comfort or attention. Stability. Continue with your life. Even when faced with adversity, continue to live your life with enthusiasm and determination, not as a performance for others, but as an authentic demonstration of your strength. This isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about acknowledging them without allowing them to control your actions. By focusing on what you can control, your actions, reactions, and behavior, you reinforce your inner stability and confidence. Maintaining this focus helps you reaffirm your own sense of self-worth. It shows both to others and yourself that your value is not determined by others' perceptions or behaviors. By keeping your struggles private, you practice emotional resilience, not by hiding your feelings, but by managing them with wisdom and dignity. This approach reflects a deep understanding of Stoic philosophy, where personal integrity and self-respect are paramount. A display of inner strength and stability, your ability to navigate rejection and indifference without externalizing your emotions is a powerful testament to your inner strength. It's not a denial of your emotions, but an affirmation that you are grounded in your own character, unaffected by external circumstances. This is true emotional resilience, as you don't seek validation from others, but remain rooted in your own self-confidence. The way you handle rejection and indifference is not just for others to see, but also serves as a reflection of your own inner stability and strength. By continuing with your life, confident, calm, and composed, you demonstrate that your self-worth is not determined by external factors, but by your internal resilience and unwavering sense of self. Turning rejection into a tool for growth. Through these teachings, we learn to turn rejection into an opportunity for growth. Each no becomes a lesson in resilience, a chance to strengthen our inner resolve and build our character. By applying the principles of Stoicism, we can view rejection not as a setback, but as a catalyst for personal development and self-exploration. As you move forward in your life, I challenge you to embrace Stoic resilience. Remember, it's not about avoiding challenges or pretending that everything is fine, but about acknowledging your struggles and managing them with wisdom and grace. This shift in perspective will help you become more resilient and empowered in the face of adversity. Conclusion: embrace Stoic resilience. Let each rejection and difficulty you encounter become a stepping stone toward greater emotional strength and personal growth. Stay focused on your journey, keep your struggles private, and always move forward with confidence, knowing that you have the power to navigate any challenge with grace and dignity. Remember to share your experiences, celebrate your growth, and stay committed to mastering the art of Stoic resilience. Together, we'll continue to transform obstacles into opportunities. Stay strong, stay resilient, and until we meet again, keep pushing forward on your path to wisdom and fulfillment.